I'm back. It's me, and it's Tuesday, I believe May the 11th or 12th. I don't know. My days are all running together at this point. I'm tired, I'm fatigued, but I'm here. And today will be my weekend recap. I scooted on up the highway to Dallas this weekend to visit my mom for Mother's Day because I hadn't seen her in a while, and I'm so happy I did. I love her, love her, love her. And in addition to seeing my mommy, I was able to see my two brothers. They came over, brought my new niecey Pooh. I met her, and we had a really good time. My mom requested Mexican food because we were not going out to any restaurants, so you know I had to get my Emerald Lagasse on and get on up in the kitchen like I do. And I threw down with some turkey enchiladas. Not turkey, scrapped it. The turkey didn't look right, so I got some lean ground beef. So I made ground beef enchiladas and chicken enchiladas with rice and beans. And I got my mommy a nothing bundt cake. She loves those. I always get them every Mother's Day, so I did that. And we had a funky good time right on in her living room. And while we were doing all of that, it rolled into the nighttime, and my one of my brothers ended up staying later, and we got a chance to watch The Last Dance episodes 7 and 8. Listen, y'all already know how I feel about Michael Jordan, but episodes 7 and 8, especially the end of episode 7, where he paused when he was explaining his mentality about winning and what he does to push his teammates to try to get on his level, because we all know they can't get on his level, but to get on their best level. And you know, they were asking him questions basically about, you know, how does he think his actions made his teammates feel and blah blah blah. And because you know, Mike is shrewd. Mike is really shrewd. He was really shrewd, still is shrewd. And when I say shrewd, I mean he gon', you know, he's a shit talker. He's a shit talker, but he gonna back that thing up. And he's going to press his teammates, push them, you know, to bring out the best in them. And his pushing is not always in the most positive way. So whatever, that's who he is. He's a killer on the court, and you know, if you ain't no killer, you can't be on his team. Basically, is what he's saying. And so, you know, they kept asking him these questions in different various ways, and he had a moment. Mike had a moment where he kind of got choked up a little bit explaining himself, and basically what he said was, if you don't like the way I drive this boat, you don't like the way I drive this ship because I'm the captain, you don't like it, get off. Get off the boat. You don't have to be on this motherfucker with me. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to win. And I'm going to drag you with me, kicking and screaming. You can either learn to like it, learn to love it, or get the hell on. And basically, don't ask me no more about it. Don't ask me no more. Don't ask me nothing else about it. That's how I feel. I love that. That does something for me. I love that kind of alpha male aggression. I love Michael Jordan. I just love the man. I love him. I love him. And I know he's not perfect. I know, but I love him anyway though. Okay? So yeah, that's how I feel about that. And really what I gathered from that, because you know it's a lot going on. So what I gathered from that, the passion that Mike has about winning, that same passion that he has for winning, it would be so wonderful if we as a people had that same kind of passion for equality and that same kind of passion for justice, specifically speaking about all these shootings that have occurred to these unarmed Black people, not just men, women as well, children, all these Black people. I wish we had that same kind of collective aggression, that same kind of collective passion to seek justice for this bull that keeps occurring. And then I also got to thinking, you know, there was the civil rights movement, and it was a lot of different people behind the movement, but there were public figureheads that everybody rallied around. Whether you believed in what they were doing or not, we rallied around them collectively as a group. And we don't really have that. And it's really shocking because the person that we rallied around, and I'm speaking of Dr. King, there was Dr. King, but then there was also Malcolm X. He had his followers. People rallied around him. You know what I'm saying? There are no public leaders in the spiritual realm of things that are taking that kind of stance or joining the movement or even making a movement at this point. We have Al Sharpton, and sometimes, you know, and a lot of people side-eye Al Sharpton. My thing is, we can side-eye or whatever, but whoever emerges, and I pray that someone emerges as a leader at some point, let us, as a collective, get behind whomever it is. And if you don't necessarily agree or whatever the case, shut up. Don't you be the Lone Ranger that's going to tear down what little progress is being made. If you don't agree, get your own collective group of folks and do your thing. But don't dare be the one to tear to smithereens something that somebody else is trying to step out and achieve. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. So there was other information that came out about Mr. Arbery. They have this footage of him inside the home, which I'm glad they have the footage because it shows that the young man did absolutely nothing wrong. So they keep bringing out this footage thinking it's helping these good old white boys, the McMichaels, but it's continuously making them look like the shit that they are. The assholes that they are, the white supremacists, the bigots, the racists that they are. So keep coming with the footage. And I saw where somebody kept saying, well, he had on Timberland boots. What he doing? He's not jogging in Timberland boots. You can see clear as day when he's in the, inside of that house. He had on cargo shorts and tennis shoes. So stop with all the foolishness. And while y'all are continuing, and I mean whoever is trying to dig up dirt on Mr. Ahmaud Arbery, the deceased, he's dead. How about y'all dig up the background and the past of the thugs who killed him? How about we do that first? Because it's my understanding that Fat Daddy McMichael is a part of the Klan. That's what's being reported. I have no concrete evidence about that. But you know, it doesn't stop folks from putting stuff out. They do it all the time. You know. So let's investigate those two murdering dogs. How about we do that? Anyway, moving right along, I did also want to recap the wonderful exhibition of Versuz that went on Saturday previous to Mother's Day, and that was with Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. So listen, I told y'all I had Erykah Badu. She's the homegirl, the hometown girl, and I was rolling with her. Now, I love Jill Scott as well. They both have wonderful hits, and it was really fun to see that they both started out with the song, You Got Me. And the song is actually sang by Erykah Badu, but the lyrics were written by Jill Scott. So technically, that's both of their songs. So they both started out with that song, which was really cute. And the whole battle was so nice, and they were so cordial to each other and so complimentary of each other, which is absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. I love that girl power. You know, they always try to make women seem to be catty and blah, 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 and we are not. However, I did want a little bit, just a smidget of, not shit talk, but like just a, I don't know. I don't know. They was just so sweet and so nice, and it was a really good vibe. You know, I didn't have my wine, but I did have, my mom had some mesquite flavored Crown that was new to me. I had never had it. She had the peach there too, but I tried the new mesquite, and I think I may have grown a few chest hairs. I had to, you know, look at that because it was strong. It was really strong, but I enjoyed it, and I was a big girl, and I drank it, and I listened, and I vibed out, and it was really good, and I really enjoyed it. And kudos to those ladies. They both had hits, and I was so happy that Erica played Green Eyes, because that song is a really long song, but it's one of my favorite songs ever. Because as a woman, it touched on every emotion a woman has had in some relationship at some point in time, a romantic relationship. Those verses in her song, it's a long song, but each verse tells a different story of a time in a relationship, and she's tying it all up into this one relationship, which is really dope. Because if you deal with a guy for an extended period of time, you've had every one of those feelings during the relationship at some point. So that's hands down one of my favorite songs ever, and she played that song last. So anyway, it was some really good music, but I am very excited about the next verses that's coming up, and that is going to be with Ludacris versus Nelly. Look, y'all, that's gonna be so good. Oh my God, that was like in my heyday of college, and good times. Those songs are gonna bring back so many good memories. I might go get me a fresh pair of Air Force Ones for that. I don't know. I'm really excited. I might go have to find me a little jersey dress or something and be real cute with that. Y'all see I got my puff working today. I'm rocking rough and stuff with my afro puff. Hey, yes, so I'll be rocking the puff all week. My mommy is not a fan of the bust down, so when I got home she was like, I see you rocking the bust down. I was like, yes, mommy. So Sunday, I woke up and I shampooed my hair and I got with the puff game, and so that's all for my mama. My mama is such a girly girl, such a prissy girl. I am not. I am when I want to be, but that's not my everyday, but that's my mother's everyday. And so, I was cute and prissy for my mama this weekend. Anyway, so, Ludacris and Nelly. I'm really looking forward to that. That should be a really good matchup. I'm excited. It's going to be some good music. I don't know. I might go get me some AMD 2020 for that one. I don't know. No, I'm not going to do my stomach like that. But I will have a drink on deck. And I will have on my dancing shoes. Because I'm going to be rocking, shoulders. I can give y'all my whole body and let y'all know what I really be working with. Anyway. So I will see you guys. It's Tuesday. I'll probably see you guys back on Friday. I'm kind of liking the Tuesday, Friday format because I was so tired yesterday when I got back. Oh my God, I had to come back. I had to go get my dog, and then I went to work. I was exhausted yesterday, so I couldn't yesterday. But I think I'm liking the Tuesday, Friday format. We'll see how that works this week and probably next week. Anyway, so it's been real. I'll talk to y'all on Friday.